Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah Humaira binti Muhammad Ihsan, and I would like to give a speech on type of introverts. Introverts. What is an introvert? Introverts. An introvert is a person with qualities of a personality type known as introversion, which means they feel more comfortable focusing on their inner thoughts and ideas rather than what's happening externally. When we heard the word introverts, we might think of someone who is shy or quiet and prefers to be alone. People usually mistook them as an antisocial, but do you know there are 4 types of introverts? The first one is social introverts. Social introverts are both the most outgoing and the most private of the 4 types. This person is not necessarily shy. They just prioritize alone time or streamline social interactions. Social introverts tend to enjoy intimate gatherings above ragging parties and one-on-one coffee catch-ups to bottomless brunches with a huge group. They do not feel shy or anxious in the social settings. They can certainly be a comfort for those who are anxious or prefer to be in the background. Even though they do not feel shy or anxious, they will feel emotionally drained if they stay out for too long. While social introverts like spending time alone, they still want a few close friends they can depend on and to talk to. And they tend to be the most sociable when they are among this group of friends. Someone that might not know them personally might assume that they are extroverts, but social introverts would not share much about themselves to anyone other than their closest friends. The second one is thinking introverts. Thinking introverts are quite genius types. Thinking introverts are the quiet genius type. They hypothesizing, creating, ideating, and storytelling to such an extent that it dominates much of their mental speech, thus deprioritizing other people as an unintended effect. These introverts might come across as aloof or spacey to anyone who cannot hold their attention. When they do talk, though, people tend to cling to their every word. A thinking introvert can be an invaluable asset in regards to adding much needed thoughtfulness and creativity to social settings. Although quiet, the thinking introverts often has insight that are truly profound. Thinking introverts are also very introspective and therefore more in tune with their feelings than the average person. Other people may have a hard time connecting with thinking introvert because they had a unique thought process and prefer to experience their thoughts rather than taking the time and energy to explain them. Next is anxious introverts. An anxious introvert can feel genuinely unsettled in social gatherings, even when they are alone. And anxious introverts might genuinely feel suffer from social anxiety or a related anxiety disorder. But even if this is the case, these people do not possess a quiet strength and power. In other words, anxious introverts are the shy introverts. They are the shyest among the 4 types of them. The anxious introvert's sensitivity can actually be powerfully helpful in creating subgroups in social gatherings that even out the general tempo. For example, an anxious introvert may form a quieter group outside during a busy social gathering. This kind of shift can create a greater balance in social gatherings. Anxious introverts crave solitude even when they are with their close friends. They are extremely uncomfortable in new or large social situations and analyze or will ruminate on their behavior when they are in public. And the last one is restrained introverts. The restrained introverts simply does not show their cards up front or is really guarded at first. Restrained introverts get uncomfortable if they feel rushed into situations, especially social ones. Restrained introverts are reserved, thoughtful, and do not like change. They will go out if they plan for it for enough in advance, but they would rather be relaxing by themselves. Then they often find comfort in their routine and may also find it difficult to get their mind and body moving right after they wake up. But once you get to know them, they are happy to play open hands until popping around of that protective shells, though a restrained introvert can be a truly grounding force among the peers. The restrained introverts often adds an element of common sense to discussion and activities. Their generally high level of reserve leads them to the balance the often impetuous nature of true extroverts. So, do you think you are an introvert? Or if it is a yes, which type of introvert are you? Thank you.